What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of KKG. I'm working on a pretty cool one today. We're not doing the whole thing, just pieces and parts of it as the guy has the funds. But let's check it out. Y'all know what this is. Look at this sweet old bus. So we got Volkswagen in. We're gonna be doing some rust repair, and then he wants it painted primer tan. So whatever that is there, we're gonna shoot it, figure it out as we go, but this one's just gonna be pieces and parts. So I'm gonna put the video together, and then as I do them, I'll do it. But today we're gonna be focusing on this rust here, and then this lovely rust here. We got weight reduction. We can see our horns down there, you know, make sure they're working. We got the good old classic, and they even say V-dub on the dash. But we're gonna have a dance off in this thing once we get it all done. See who's the best dancer around the shop, you know, because there's just room for days. But let's dive into this rust repair. Check it out. That's all mud. Nice and soft and hot. Yeah. So I've been just cutting through that mud this whole time, so let's get back to cutting. Boom. So as you guys can see there, I just, yeah, that's warm, cut out this outer skin. So I tried staying out of the inner rocker as much as possible. As you can see, it's pretty rotted out. It's actually separated. This outer panel is, you can see all the mud. So this thing was in a collision before, and whoever did it, the panel separated from the seam sealer or the panel bond or whatever they had on there, and so they just filled it with mud. So I might cut out a little bit bigger area and fill this back in with actual metal, sheet metal there. So I'll dig all this rust out, and then I'm actually going to build my own panel for this here out of flat stock. So I'm gonna grind this up, clean it up, and we'll continue on with it. What's going on, everyone? We're back on the bug. Here I have got a plate made that I've been trying to fit back into this. So I just went and robbed this out of another car. I am going to just slowly make it fit here. You guys can see that all right. So I just am slowly shaving this thing away to at least make it fit in the cutout that I had. And then once I get it close, I have it long, as you guys can tell there. It needs to stop up here. I have it probably about 3 inches long for my roll. So then when I start to roll the curvature of this thing, it's gonna most likely stretch a little bit, but I'd rather have been long than short, and then I'll just come in and chop off the extra that I don't need, and we'll go from there. But this is actually pretty tight, all in there. So we're just going to slowly notch this side out and then start our rolls. All right, so I made a few more marks. We're gonna go ahead and grind it out. Safety first. Let's go see what that one is. Oh, he's gonna get you. Alright, so I'm losing track of which area is where. I think this is here. Little more through here. Let's go grind some more. Isn't that just lovely? I'm gonna spray paint everything. That's what paint body got you tape off. Yeah. That's why you just tape them off. First taking them out.
Well, that's definitely faster.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? A little more.
Oh, we can wrap those.
Alright, so I've got this panel about where I want it. All my gaps are nice. But now I gotta start rolling this thing. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, he just went through it not too long ago. Check it out, y'all. Woo! Shiny, shiny. That's why she runs so good. Yeah, that thing is sweet. Alright, so I've got it set, and now I'm gonna pull it, and let's go see if we can't do some rolling. So generally, you'd roll this in like a tube roller or a flat plate roller or some type of a roller. But if you guys have seen the shop lately, I don't really have a roller laying around. So we're gonna improvise a little bit. I've been eyeballing this pull over here. I think that's it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the curve there, guys. It's a money curve. So if you look, the curvatures are really, really close. So they are really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get the bottom of this lopped off and bent, and we'll start tack welding it in. Hopefully that wasn't too much. That's beautiful. Now we start rolling that lower lip. Alright, so if you guys can see there, I got that lower lip just level with the pinch weld. So now by the time I roll it, it should allow that gap to come up and fill in its place. So let's get that lip made. Right, it's the best method, isn't it?
Second one.
May. So I could have probably used this to do my bending also, because that seems to be working pretty well. But I've got it here with my bend, and I'm just gonna hit it with a hammer and bend my edge over. Just slowly work from one edge over to another edge. That glare is just crazy, isn't it? Watch toes. All right, so I got my bend in it. It might be a little dramatic, but dramatic, ha, ha. Let's see how close that got us. So I was actually pretty close on my bend. I actually need to make it a little longer. If y'all see that there, it is almost perfect curvature. So just a little minor bends and cleaning ups on the ends, and we'll be ready to weld this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some cleaning, and we're gonna weld this in. So that second one was much prettier than the first. There's the first, there's the second. But I do have this big old fan blowing wind on me, and it's crazy how much wind actually affects your weld. It blows all the argon or the oxygen or whichever one I'm using away from my tips, so it kind of acts funny, but you can bury through it and get a pretty decent weld. So now if I release this clamp, that ain't gonna go anywhere. So there it is. I'm gonna put a couple more in, finish tacking this all the way around, and then we've got our patch panel. So I've got it pretty well tacked into place there. Pretty happy with it overall. So now we're gonna start the good old grinding. Now I gotta grind all the welds down, make them flush, come back in, weld all everywhere I got a hole yet, grind those down, and just grind it till this is all solid in one full piece. And then I'll come and skim coat it, and this one will be done, and then it'll be onto the floor. We've got the floor right there. That's for the very front. So hopefully I can get this one knocked out here in the next hour or so and hop on to that one. Try to get it all knocked out today. All right, so we're about all welded up. I got just a few little holes left. Knock those few little holes out, and then I'm gonna start mudding this. It actually came out really good. The curve is perfect to the panel. Pretty happy with this one overall. Let's get some mud on it. Let's mud this thing. So I got my mud here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it stirred, and then we'll mix it.
Don't mind the mess. Definitely want to make sure to put enough hardener in your mud, otherwise it won't get hard, and then you'll go to sand it, and then it'll be soft. what's going on, and it's just due to soft mud. So make sure to get it mixed well. Oh yeah.
So as you guys can see, it's pretty even there. Not too shabby. Let that dry up, block it. I know I'm gonna have a little bit of a low spot right through there. That's kind of where the two panels met. This thing's been in an accident on this side, right where this rust was. So this panel is a little high, but the curvature is right on that end there. So I'm just gonna kind of try to fill that just a little bit. And see what it leaves me. If it's super low, I'll try to get it leveled back out. But if I can do one more skim coat pass and it takes, we'll go with it.